Ask Reddit, ever sent a nude to the wrong person? What happened? How did they respond? Not a nude, but I accidentally sexted my boss, thinking I was talking to my husband. He sent back, I don't think this was meant for me. I sent him the biggest apology ever, and we never spoke about it ever. I did the same thing with my platoon sergeant. Dick pic with the caption, "Love you," that was supposed to go to my ex. He just replied, "I like you, but this isn't love. Kill me." Happened with one of my exes. She got a new phone and was updating her contacts. She chose my dick pic as her temporary profile pic for when I called. I was at work while she was getting her gallbladder taken out. Started to worry because she should have been in post-op and almost discharged by then. So I kept calling and it would ring twice, then straight to voicemail. Redial. Ring once, straight to voicemail. Redial 2 more times, straight to voicemail. Turns out her mom had her belongings and my angry boner kept saying hello, up close and personal, over and over. Family dinners were awkward for a while after that. Sent to the wrong person? No. Posted to my Facebook feed? Yes. Few family members unfriended me, got a few DMs asking, did I realize what I did, 2 DMs asking if I had more, not family, before you ask. I was meaning to text my boyfriend the picture, but must have still been in the iMessage chat to my dad at the time, and sent it without checking. Seeing that the nude had been texted to my dad, I immediately called him. I was going to ask him to delete the pictures, and that they were inappropriate and were supposed to go to my boyfriend. That way he wouldn't see the images themselves, he would just know I had taken nudes. Somehow, by the grace of God, my sister answered his phone, as she was living at home at the time. I begged her for help, and she was able to delete the images off his phone. My dad never knew the incident ever occurred. I asked my sister how I could repay her, and she asked me to never ever bring it up again. I owe her one, eternally. I accidentally sent one to my best friend. I tapped the wrong contact, and she replied. 1 out of 5 stars. Sent a D-pic to my family WhatsApp group instead of my girlfriend who requested it. I got a lot of laughs from my sisters, a well done from my father, and not a single word from my mother, who to this day denies it happened. It was a horrible experience. LMAO, such a dad response from your dad. I was 26 at the time. Just shaved my junk. It was looking mighty presentable, so I decided the GF needed to see. I mistakenly sent it to my older brother. He replied with, "I don't think that was meant for me." I died a little inside. It was never spoken of again. I did once some years back. I sent a snap to coworker. I had absolutely no idea until I got a snap from her telling me I looked nice and asked if she was supposed to return the favor. Told her it was completely up to her, but it was an accident. She sent me one back anyways. We left it at that, and we would bring it up every once in a while and just giggle about it. Haven't seen her since I left that job, but this question definitely brought this memory back, lol. Sending one back was the only way to return balance to the world. Not me, but my wife. She has sent a very explicit nude of hers to her mother instead of me. End result, "Mashallah, you're beautiful," as response from my mother-in-law, then similar responses from her sisters and sisters-in-law because her mother forwarded it. Arab moms, gotta love 'em. A couple of years ago, my actual girlfriend was on vacation with her family and sent a picture of her naked to my sister, instead of me, by mistake. I remember I was at a friend's party and suddenly received a text from my sister saying she had finally gathered the courage to tell me she was sorry for secretly having sex with my GF for a while and that she had taken a picture for proof, attaching it to the message. I was slightly stoned but enough to believe to everything, for hours, until I realized the picture was a selfie taken in front of a mirror. Your sister is a fucking legend. My friend accidentally sent his nude to his ex. He wanted to send it to his date. Two things happened. 1. He got back together with her, they got married and are happy. The date was sleeping with other dudes. My high school boyfriend's best friend sent me a D pic. He was a great guy, so I was horrified and I just sent back, WTF. He apologized profusely and said another girl whose name started with my same letter was supposed to get it, but he hit my contact instead. I didn't tell my BF for ages because I was so weirded out, and when I finally did, he was like, "Yeah, I know." My friend told me immediately after it happened, "I was just waiting to see how long it took you to tell me." So, kind of funny? So a friend of mine, female, accidentally sent one to her dad. He then responded with something like, "I know that I have a beautiful daughter, but you should not send me nudes." Very embarrassing for her, but a wholesome response from the father. Correct response would be, "Don't worry, you have a great personality." My bestie is a chick. She was dating a guy who had the same name as me. She came home blind drunk one night while her partner was intestate with work and sent me the nude that was meant for him. We are pretty tight, and before I could reply with "nice," she messaged me via text saying, "Sorry man, but if it's anyone seeing me without my gear on, I'm glad it's you." I was touched that she was so cool with it, so I wrote back, "Nice tits mate, we still laugh about it today." Without my gear on might be the coolest way to say naked. I accidentally posted a video of me masturbating and moaning to my Snapchat story at 3 a.m. instead of to just the one person I was sexting. For some reason, one of my friends was awake at that time, besides the person I was sexting, and they saw it. "You are disgusting," she told me, and then removed me from Snapchat. Luckily, this was after we worked together, but I feel like most people would understand that it was not on purpose. I promptly removed it from my story after she messaged me. Unfortunately, for the person I was sexting, I was too embarrassed to do any more sexting that night after that. Yes. Gave me advice on better angles, and said, "At least yours has a nice look." Still no clue what she meant. This was when email was still fairly new. I sent it to a guy friend. He saw immediately what had happened. I was dating a mutual friend with the same first name as him, and what I wrote with the picture made it clear. He quickly deleted it and then sent me a note telling me what had happened. Not that I ever mind naked pictures, but wink emoji. So, everything was good, except it wasn't, it was horrible. Because he didn't send me that note, he sent it to a business acquaintance with the same first name as me. Ended up being much worse for him. I ended up calling her. Not quite a nude, but my mother, in her early 60s, took a selfie of herself in a French-maid outfit, which was an apron and nothing else except her waving around a feather duster. She meant to send it to Al, her husband, but accidentally sent it to all. Including my husband, myself, our daughters, my in-laws, and every single person in her extensive contact list. My husband, who has played lawn bowls since he was 19, rang and said, "WTF has your mother done?" I had no idea, as I don't bother much with my phone. He said he was at afternoon tea when this photo of her in a fucking apron and feather duster arrived. I said, "I'm really sorry, I'll call her." He said, "Forget it. All the old blokes at the Bowls Club want her number." Not a nude, but I once had a boss ask to see a pic of my kids, and when I pulled up my photos, first thing that popped up was me in bra and underwear. For my weight loss progress pics I would take monthly, that was awkward. We didn't say a word, both acted like it didn't happen. Not a nude, but I accidentally sent a very explicit sext paragraph to one of my close girlfriends instead of my partner before Snapchat had the ability to delete messages, so I was forced to just let it happen. I sat with a pounding heart after spam texting not to read it and just swipe out. She read it. And then told me improvements I can make on my wording. Tried my best to awkwardly laugh it off. BC she didn't give a F, but God was it embarrassing. I was the wrong number the nude was sent to. I told him he had the wrong number, and then he said, "If you're a girl, Do you mind sending a pic back? I told him not to contact me ever again. After a quick Google of his number, I found him on Facebook, married with kids. When my friend got engaged, she took a pic of the ring on her finger and sent it into a group chat. Live photos had just come out, and so when we clicked the link you could see the ring on her finger, but then her new fiancé walks his dick into view on the camera. Literally everyone responded with a variation of "Congratulations girl, it's huge. Thank you for watching." Did something like this ever happen to you? If yes, drop it in the comments down below. Until next time friend, remember to stay hydrated.